Welcome to Fourzombi. What's Fourzombi? Fourzombi is an asymmetrical game. It's not horror unless you find green people scary, which in that case I regret to inform you what channel this is. Fourzombi stands out from the crowd of these upcoming asymmetrical games for one reason, because it's the best. Why is that? Because I said so, and if you disagree, you have the right to shut the fuck. Fourzombi at the moment has two playable killers, the first being zombie themselves, and the second is skill dummy. But there are more coming out, such as Shoei and my husband Disguiser. That isn't a joke, by the way. Disguiser is canonically my husband. There are also 3 playable survivors: Newbie, Camper, and the girl whose name I don't know how to pronounce. When you first join the game, you're greeted by the lobby. On the left is a button that displays the Hall of Shame. Exploring the lobby, you can find beautiful artwork, dark secrets not meant for your mortal eyes, and rudely demanding machines.
Please enter battery.
Once you're actually in a match of Fourzombi, the objective is quite clear. Survivors must survive the timer, while the killer must walk as intimidatingly as possible towards the survivors. There's no sprinting in Fourzombi, so chases might look a little something like this.
Hey! Hey! My phone! Hey! Sir! Sir, my phone!
But don't let the speed throw you off. I assure you the gameplay has just a bit of depth, which is what I'm going to teach you today. How to play Fourzombi my way. The right way! First, we must explain the abilities, starting with survivors. Newbie has a slash and speed coil. Slash is used to bonk killers over the head and slow them down, probably causing a concussion as a side effect. And speed coil slightly increases your movement speed for a short period of time. Next up is my main, Camper. Camper has a flashlight and a sandwich. The flashlight shows you the champion of light and blinds the killer for a few seconds, and the sandwich just heals some HP. So Camper can play a little risky, as if he takes damage while blinding the killer, he can just instantly recover it. Last up is Viridis. She has regen coil and useless dodge. The regen coil simply heals her and any teammates around her. Super Ball is supposed to knock the killer back, but you're better off closing your eyes and praying to any higher beings that it even works. Now, if you want to survive in Fourzombi, then there's one very important strategy I developed that you must utilize. I call it the zigzag method. When the killer's breathing down your neck, move in this zigzag-like pattern to avoid the hitbox. Admittedly, the strategy has become less effective as the hitboxes were much more exploitable in early testing, but if you know what you're doing, then it can still work well enough. Now on to the killers, starting with Zombie. Zombie has a simple ability called Hunt, which merely shows where the survivors are for a few seconds. Next is Bite, which makes you lunge forward a bit. If you hit a survivor, it does deal a decent amount of damage, but the lunge is pretty short and pretty easy to avoid if you know what you're doing and not an idiot. Next up is, who is this? Oh yeah, Skill Dummy. Skill Dummy is much more complex. The first ability is Hatred. You spin around for a few seconds and anyone around you takes a lot of damage, but if you don't hit anyone while using the ability afterwards, you'll get stunned for a few seconds. Skill Dummy's other ability is Battle Cry. You play an animation before you're smited by the Lord for your sins. When the animation is over, every player is revealed to you, but anyone within 40 studs is revealed in blue, meaning they are marked for death. They gain the bleeding status effect that makes them take some damage over time. It should be noted that Skill Dummy's basic attacks also apply the bleeding status effect. My top secret technique for killers, they can't hit people at an angle like this, you know, like hitting them at the side. I know it's weird and it doesn't make sense, but it worked. I can't prove it, but I swear to God it helps somehow. So that's about it for all the abilities and stuff. Keep in mind that as I'm making this video, the game has only been released in early access for about like a day. So by the time this video is out, it's already probably not playable anymore. If you're interested in this game, you should probably join my server, as there is a channel dedicated to announcements for the game, since the official Fourzombi server is currently not public. And also, obviously, I know I'm like saying things like, this is the best game ever, and oh, it's better than Forsaken. That's honestly all just a joke. I don't think by any means this game should be held to the same standard as games like Forsaken does, as the dev team is really small right now. And obviously this game is not supposed to be taken seriously. This game is not competitive in the slightest. Of course, that shouldn't be used as an excuse for problems with the game, but still, just don't go looking at this game expecting like Forsaken level of quality and stuff, you know? Like, this game's mainly just meant to be goofy, and even though I'm definitely gonna try my best to be the #1 Fourzombi player ever, it's not really supposed to be played competitively, and if you are playing it like that, then you're probably the type of person that likes Super Smash Bros. Melee the most. You probably play Fortnite with builds on and then complain when they release a new fun item because it destroys your builds in like 2 seconds. Anyways, I'm getting sidetracked. Once again, just don't go looking at this game too seriously. Don't hold it to the same standard as like high quality big team games like Forsaken. But yeah, that's just about it. I just wanted to share this goofy game and stuff. Yeah, once again, this game's obviously in early access and it's not officially out yet, and there's gonna be a lot of improvements and more stuff, you know. So if you're interested, stay tuned. Anyways, that's all for now. See ya, guys.